Welcome back to testingtools.co. I feel really happy that people are actually watching the videos and they're asking some questions on top of it. It feels like, I'm almost like talking to the people. I feel so good about it. And based on the recent comments and discussions, I observed that people wanted the code of the Excel library that you have written. So for that, what I'm doing is I'll be giving you a small video so that you can watch the entire code that has been written, so that you will be clearly knowing like what exactly the code is there. So while I am doing some code changes, I might have missed some of them during the training, but now you can see that particular code while I'm showing you that in the video. Okay, so I'll be showing them slowly by scrolling down. So please make a note of it, and then I think it will be helpful for you. Okay. So I'm just scrolling it down slowly. So here you have a class file where we are having path, that is the file path of the Excel file, and a file input stream which helps us to read the file. And then we have XSS workbook and then XSS F sheet, right? So these are the two used to interact with the Excel file. And then we are storing the column numbers. That is like you'll have a column name and which column number is that is what is stored in column numbers. And then what is the total row count in that sheet, whatever the sheet you are working on. Now next comes the constructor, where we are talking about we are assigning the path, what is the input stream and what is the file that you are accessing, and then we are calling a constructor and we are creating an object for that. Okay, and this is all enclosed in a try catch, because if the file is not there or some kind of issue is there to read the file, it will throw an exception. Or you can write e.print factories. Okay, that will get you proper details of what exactly the issue is. Okay, and then the get columns map. Okay, this is where it iterates through each of the values, cell values in the first row, and then it saves the column name and then the column number. Okay, see, if you see here, we are getting the column value and then we are also getting the column number, and we are starting with column number only 0. Okay, so that means that in this method we are going to the first row and then you are getting the you are storing the column names and respect to column number. Okay, so in this video I'm actually going a little fast because I have already explained all of these in the previous videos, just because some people, or maybe I have missed showing some of these functions in the video. That's why I'm walking through each and everything. If you want a detailed video, I will provide a link in the description so that you can go through the entire code of the library, the creation of the library. Okay, that will give you more understanding. And then we are setting a sheet so that if you are having multiple sheets in the same Excel workbook, you can switch between the sheets. And while we are doing that, we are also getting the columns of that particular new sheet in the workbook, because every time you move to the new sheet, you need to know what are the column names and the column numbers, so that is used in the get cell data kind of functions. So here we have used by sheet number, and here we are using by sheet name. And then we are getting the get row count also. So in each sheet, we are also getting the row count. When we are setting the sheet, we are getting the row count. So that is what we are returning in the get row count. Now the next important thing is getting cell data. There are two types of overloaded methods. One is by taking row number and column name, and the other is by taking row number and column number. So when it comes to column name, what we will do, we have already stored the hash map which contains the column name and what is the column number. So based on that, we will first get the column number, and then we call the overloaded method, which takes row number and column number as input and then gets the value. Okay, so in this method, forget about this, don't worry. We are first getting the cell by the row number and the column number. and then later we have to check what kind of cell type it is, and based on that cell type only we will get the value. Forget about formula. If you want, you can copy paste this code. Otherwise, the important things are, you can just start with this if else. If cell dot get cell type is string, then you will say cell dot get string cell value. If it is numeric, you will say get numeric cell value. But we are also converting it into a string because this particular method is returning string. As this is returning string, we have to convert whatever value you are getting. We will convert that into string and then only we will return. So that's why we have converted value to string and then we are sending, even if it is the numeric cell. Okay. This is get cell data validation list value. This is actually I have not used anywhere. I am exploring something from my side. So I don't think it is needed and it's not working also right now. So no worries about this. So finally we have the close method where we actually close the file input stream and also the workbook so that there is no locking happening on the Excel file based on the code we have written. So this is the entire code and this is the library I am using everywhere. So I think it will be you're clear because I have given the entire walkthrough in a quick span so that you can check or compare the code at your side and what I have at my side. Okay, I hope this will help you. And we are putting a lot of efforts in doing all these trainings and then sharing the knowledge. If you are feeling that it is adding value to you, I would request you to hit that like button. And then if you're new to the channel, I would request you to highly subscribe to the channel so that you will not miss any further videos. Also, any of your friends or anybody who is basically interested in learning, please do share this so that they will also learn. Okay. And it will also help me to understand how am I doing good or do I need to do little more better, right? Please share your comments so that I can also make some better videos which is more useful. Okay. So thank you so much. And I think for some of the people who have been asking the code, I think you can go through this video and then see the walkthrough of the entire code. And if you want real understanding like from scratch how you are building, I will put a link in the description and you can follow that. Okay. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.